What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I am not bringing you another game from the Star Series Season 3. Not for now. We're going to go take a trip back to the Absolute Arena King of the Hill, this time versus EG versus Skanes Elite? Skanes? I have no idea how to pronounce it still, but hell, I don't care. Evil Geniuses, currently the kings of the hill. Skanes Elite trying to just wrestle them off that hill, try to get some prize money for themselves. So far, no one has actually held onto the hill. It's just been, a 3-0, one after the other, and then everyone's just not very slippery hands, apparently, grabbing onto the hill. The bans, fairly normal except for the Wisp ban, but, Skanes Elite have been known to use the Wisp. I've even seen them use it a couple times. So EG clearly just don't want to deal with that. First pick, Naga Siren. I mean, if Naga Siren gets through, you're gonna pick her. It's pretty much a fact. It doesn't even matter what your strategy was going into the game. Your strategy has changed now that you could procure that hero. I don't believe... no, they're only in the test client right now, so the 0.75 changes are not yet implemented, I don't believe. They're only in the test client. So, yeah, the Magnetar is also not out, so... Magnetar not out, 0.75 changes not out, so this is still the 0.74? 0.74B, or I don't know what it is. Still the, regular version. But Skanes Elite going to pick up Tidehunter as well as the Morphling, so they already have a good water theme going. Going to have a whole lot of team fight and a lot of carrying potential, e.g. Disruptor and Enigma. Now, I have seen Universe, or was it Universe or Bulba? Well, I have seen both of them play the Disruptor. But they're no longer on the team. Instead, we do have Jo and Beediz standing in. We also have an Enigma who's most likely going to be playing in the jungle. But EG, I've seen them run a Disruptor solo mid. It worked very well once, and I believe very poorly another time. So I guess this will be the tiebreaker for the Disruptor for EG's solo mid. Skanes Elite, they're going to go for the Venomancer. Pretty really reliable pick. Tidehunter, Morphling, Venomancer will give them a lot of early game and a lot of late game. Their lanes are also pretty solid. The Tidehunter could go pretty much wherever. Morphling could go into the safe lane or could go in that mid lane. And the Venomancer could potentially go into the mid lane if EG decide to pick up a Templar Assassin. They might want to because, TA as well as the Naga Siren is a pretty good combination just to have on your team. A good mix of damage, minus armor, and a whole lot of pain. Some more bans coming out. Invoker banning out that solo mid from EG, but as I said before, they have run the Disruptor in that position. TA, Broodmother, as well as the Queen of Pain. So Skanes Elite do not want Evil Geniuses to have a solid solo mid. Really cutting off their selection. But Evil Geniuses going to get rid of the long lane for the Broodmother. Also get rid of that mid lane potential in the Templar Assassin, because usually Templar Assassin, although most people will call her a carry, she doesn't really get all that much farm because she's just so aggressive all over the map. She doesn't have time to actually sit there and get the last hits. So she'll be your solid number 2 position as far as the farm goes. But now Evil Geniuses, they might be pressured into running this Disruptor into mid lane, which is might be why they decided to actually pick it up this early into the game. Their Enigma most likely going to go into the jungle, whether it's going to be theirs or the enemy's. It really doesn't matter quite yet. It really depends on this 4th pick. So they might look towards a mid lane, or they might be satisfied with putting the Disruptor there. Most of the time we do see the Disruptor going into more of a support role, but a mid lane Disruptor will mean that he has a lot more presence in the map, get his range up on that Glimpse. And against the Morphling, that Glimpse is going to be very, very effective at locking him down. They do have a decent amount of stun, but not all that much. Static Storm is a really good counter to Morphling, so that he can't use that Replicate out. Pretty good against the Tidehunter as well. Hell, it's good against everyone. Disruptor is the best hero in the game, guys. It's true. You heard it here first. I would like all credit. EG taking their sweet time. They could go for a little more damage, although they most likely want to shore up their lanes. A Windrunner pick would be pretty good for them. Stick her on the hard lane top, and then, well, you could decide between a mid lane hero or a support hero. And then, if you pick up the mid lane hero, Disruptor will be support. If you pick up the support hero, then Disruptor will be mid lane. So, Evil Geniuses, probably that's what they're going to do. They're going to go for the Lina. So most likely Disruptor will be mid lane now, because they don't really have a reliable hard lane hero. If they probably do want to lane the Enigma in the jungle, just because he thrives a lot more there. Skanes Elite responding immediately with a Shadow Shaman, so their support lineup is extremely solid. What they lack right now is real damage, actually. Venomancer, Shadow Shaman, as well as the Tidehunter, not really known to pour on the damage. So someone like a CK would do really well for them. Morphling, soloing the mid lane with something like Venomancer support. Ooh, a Shadow Fiend is going to be the pick for EG. That will push Disruptor into a support role, so it's most likely going to be Disruptor, Naga Siren, and Lina. No, I don't know. Maybe they'll do something weird with the long lane. I have no idea, but Shadow Fiend, very weird hero. The 0.75 changes I don't believe are implemented. I'm starting to doubt. Yeah, so not 0.75, not with that like a suicide bomb of souls, and ooh, a Pudge. So there's gonna be that mid lane for Skanes Elite in response to the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend could pour on the damage really, really high. If he hits all 3 raises on you, you're pretty much dead if you're Venomancer or Shadow Shaman. But Shadow Fiend, the weakness of him is that he is so dang soft, and he could farm all day. But you know, at the end of that day, he's still a very soft hero. Skanes Elite gonna go for a Pudge. I haven't had the fortune of casting many Pudge games, so I'm very excited about this actually. Mid lane, most likely it's gonna be these two versus each other. And then Enigma most likely is gonna go into the hard lane. I don't know, they might like sacrifice the Disruptor or Lina, put them in the hard lane, but we'll see. Anyway, jumping into the game, on the Elite we have Fishbone playing the support Venomancer, Mini on the Shadow Shaman, Pinoy's going to be playing the Pudge, Region on the Morphling, and that leaves Wagamama with the Tidehunter with his awesome shell, mine, and hat. And a pretty cool courier too, look at that. This is Spotlight Courier. Anyway, on the EG side we have X-Complexity Jo playing the Shadow Fiend on the mid lane. Beat is the stand-in for EG. Handling that Disruptor, you can see very heavily geared up for the support role. Melk going to be playing the Enigma top lane. It looks like he doesn't. I mean, like he has tangos. Usually, you don't buy any tangos for the jungle because your conversions tank up everything. So he most likely is just going to play very conservatively on this top lane and deny whenever he can. Send those Eidolons in, try to get 1 or 2 creep kills, but he's not really going to get all that much over here. And then Fear is going to be playing the Naga Siren on the bot lane. 2 rings of protection, so Ring of Basilius as well as Tranquil Boots in the works for him. And then supporting the Naga Siren is going to be Demon on the Lina. Already we see all of Skanes Elite diving very aggressively, looking for someone. If they catch off Jo could be a very easy pick if Hook is the first pickup. Pudge holding on to his skill point, and are they actually going to go for someone here?
The battle begins.
Ward coverage from EG is going to spot them out, and Jo is like, hell no. No one's going to die here. The Elite are just wasting their time at this point. I don't think, well, now they know about it. Sentry is going to go down, confirm their suspicions, and now they're going to disperse back into the lanes. Mini, well, it's actually going to be Pudge on the top lane. He missed the train indeed. So, yeah, Region soloing the mid lane with Morphling versus Jo on the Shattered Fiend. Really, the lane boils down to can Morphling get the early game last hits. Jo moving forward to completely dodge that Gale. Fishbone not expecting Jo to take that 1 step forward, completely whipping. That was totally accidental. There was no way to account for that because that seems like a kind of random movement. But as I was saying before, if Jo could get those initial right clicks in, he'll be fine in lane. Region, his job is to make sure he prevents the initial stacks from Necromastery to actually get up there. Melk on the top lane is going to be up against Pudge, who is getting a pull from Mini, so he's not getting all the support or all the harassment quite yet, but it will kick in eventually. Demon on the bot lane. Going to run into Fishbone. Does now have full mana again. It's a dual lane on this bot lane. Wagamama getting a little bit of support from that Venomancer. After seeing that Jo would be up against Region, he thought it would be a relatively even lane, and it probably will be. Beat is doing counter warding take 2. And Disruptor's probably going to walk all the way down to this bot lane to make it a dedicated tri lane. Protecting Fear, get that Naga Siren as big as they can possibly get her. See how Jay is doing. Not that hot. He does have 4, I guess, souls saved up now. But usually, I mean, like, oh, Hook. I gotta watch this top lane, and the bot lane, and mid lane actually. I gotta watch all of them. That's perfect. Jayo spamming out those raises to get his damage up real quickly, because, oh, top lane, Malk did get hooked. And the shackled and the rot to follow up will give first blood to Mini. God damn, as soon as I look away, you know, of course, he decides to get hooked. Damn it, Malk. Net onto Wagamama. Is there anything to follow up? Light Strike Array is going to miss. Wagamama probably going to get out of this. The net is not up for for a little bit more. And that will buy Wagamama free passage out of there. Malk, gotta watch out in this top lane. A single hook will mean his death with the amount of lockdown present in this team. The shackle will mean that Pinoy will just be able to sit there and rot away that Enigma. Plus a shock doing substantial damage as well. But these lanes are very, very delicate on both sides. Kills can happen at a moment's notice. Light Strike away onto Wagamama, but the net onto Fishbone. A little bit of miscommunication coming out from EG. Fear with the body block, trying to get enough damage onto Wagamama. The Dragon Slave will pick up that kill, and now Fishbone might be in a little trouble as well. Fear with body block, take two, will allow for the Light Strike away to hit. The kinetic field does go up, and Fishbone is going to go down as well. Naga Siren picking up one of those kills. Disruptor picking up the other one. So EG kind of redeeming that early game whiff with a double kill on the bot lane. Both didn't go to Fear, which is not exactly the optimum situation, but you know, he got one, so good enough. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, checking up on the farm, 8-5 for Jayo versus 15 for 7 on the Morphling. So the Morphling is doing very well for himself. The thing is, Shadow Fiend at the very early level isn't as good as the Morphling at the very early levels. I mean, I'm talking like level 1, 2, and 3. But Shadow Fiend's flash farm is absolutely ridiculous. 2 raises and the creep wave is dead. So it's really hard to actually stop a Shadow Fiend from getting that farm. You gotta constantly gank him, which is a pain in the ass. Well, it's a pain in the ass to constantly gank anyone, really. Just do a quick farm check on the carries mostly. 17 for 7, 15 for 1 on the Pudge, and Morphlings leading the way as far as creep kills, I believe. That's not the creep kills. 22, yeah, he's leading the way as far as creep kills go. Having a lot better time than I would have thought against a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend used to be pretty much a go-to hero. First pick, first banned, pretty much every single game. If I remember correctly, I might be crazy. Never rule out the fact that I might be crazy. But it's the sheer weakness of the hero, and as far as health goes, really made him fall out of style. Will the changes of Requiem of Souls bring him back in, kind of make him a suicide bomber? I don't know. But I would like to see a little bit more Shadow Fiend. Haven't seen him in quite a while. Malk getting a little bit more out of this top lane as oh no, Pinoy looking for that hook, but the creep wave acting as a pretty good barrier, but he doesn't give a shit. Mini stun onto Pinoy will not matter though. Malk gets shackled up and a melee ranged hook. Gonna pull the Enigma into the mouth of Pudge, getting him yet another kill. Or I guess a kill. He got an assist before. Nothing really to do about that. When you don't have boots, there's no escape from a Pudge that does have boots. Even Shadow Shaman does have boots, so Malk kind of getting shafted there. The very, very slow-moving Enigma not able to escape. Fishbone has transitioned into this mid lane. Wagamama has completely left that bot lane. The bot lane is now completely free for Fear to farm. Demon and Beat is still hanging around though. They could transition into the mid lane, you know, get a little bit of support there, or you know, go to the top lane because God knows Malk needs it. They're just making sure that this Naga Siren is gonna stay very, very safe, and well, that's gonna happen. But they're also kind of wasting their time because no one is in the lane. Shadow Fiend doing the bottle crowing action, and some stacking action as well. Shadow Fiend's pretty good at demolishing those stacks with, you know, just 2 or 3 raises. Do a lot of gold and a lot of damage. Fishbone, if we're going to run into B-Diz, but he gets a deny on the regen rune with his Plague Ward. No actual engagement happening there. Disruptor unwilling to use his glimpse. Him and Demon just farming the jungle together. Kind of the same situation on the other end. Mini and Wagamama just doing what they can to get some form of income. The Tidehunter only level 3. There's Fear level 6. Jayo level 6 as well, and level 6 on Morphling, and a level 4 on Enigma, level 6 on Pudge. So level 6 seems to be the popular level nowadays, so if you're in this game, then you want to be level 6. That's what all the cool kids are doing, guys. So far, the kills 2-2 as Jayo Gonna dip into the jungle for a little bit of farm. He doesn't necessarily have to do this, but with the, very defensive wards, he's very scared for his life. Well, he should be, because, well, there's Fishbone just chilling right near the lane. Region getting full farm on this mid lane, but, conversely, Fear getting free farm on the bot lane. Gonna go for a Soul Ring as well as those Tranquil Boots. So most likely he will transition this into a full damage build. Jo gonna fight Region just a little bit. You now see a push. Mini has hit that level 6 mark, forcing that fortification out of the top tier tower. Dragon Slave gonna fly out, but the shock and anchor smash flying out as well. Pudge looking for a hook. Gonna go for Demon. Light Strike Ray gonna slow him down. Where's the hook? The hook is gonna latch perfectly on Demon, who ran in a straight line. You're gonna go down, Demon. I am sorry. Pudge picking up a kill, as well as a tower for the team. So Pudge, gotta keep an eye on this guy. He could do a lot of pain, especially when Lina runs very predictable paths. Don't do that, guys. I mean, like, I say that, but they're better than I am. I'm just being a lowly observer who thinks he's doing shit right, where the other guys aren't. These guys are all noobs, guys. I just want you to know. Aegeans, Skanes, Elites, they're pretty amateurish teams, like, honestly. Fear and Beat is on the bot lane, trying to push us down with the new creep wave. They will be able to do so. Fishbone has to transition in, but he's got to watch out for a net from Fear. Tower destroyed by the Radiant, Gale missing. But EG, they're just satisfied with getting the tower killed. Not gonna dive onto that Venomancer. They probably would have gotten themselves killed if they did. But Shadow Fiend with those neutrals has gotten himself to level 8, and that's a magic number for Shadow Fiend, because that is maxed out Shadow. Oh no, Pudge gonna look for a hook onto Jo. Hook perfectly lands, as there's the Dismember waveform in from the Morphling as well. In the meantime, Disruptor has picked up the Venomancer on the bot lane, making a 1-for-1 trade. Shadow Fiend for Venomancer, very much in favor of Skanes Elite. Unless Mini dies here, of course, Fear gonna get that net off. Static Field as well as the Storm. Mini is trapped, and he's gonna go down to a Riptide, popping off that Song of the Siren, gonna get himself out of there. Pinoy looking for the blind hook. Where is it? It's not going to hit anyone, unfortunately. Pudge is on point. Jo losing some of his souls there. And there's no, he doesn't even have Requiem, so can't really test if it's 0.75, I guess. Well, I'm sure there's ways, but none come to mind. But as I was saying, level 8, very magic number for Shadow Fiend. 2 raises and you'll demolish a creep wave and then get that Sacred Relic up. Sacred Relic's worth of damage up on that Necromastery. So he's going to be farming pretty quickly now. He's staying on par with the Morphling due to those hard camp stacking and raising him down. The Morphling with 1 kill and Shadow Fiend with 1 death. We'll put the Morphling a little bit ahead. But really at this in this game they kind of serve different roles. The Morphling's the hard carry, whereas the Shadow Fiend, not so much. The hard carry is going to be on the Naga side. Malk might be in a little bit of trouble popping off some conversions, but he's ward trapped. Shadow Shaman going to pick himself up yet another kill. Well, some Eidolon farm. Going to get a hook once again onto Demon. Light Striker Ray going to cancel off the Dismember. Demon going to try to run away from this. He does have the Laguna Blade, and Pudge got to watch out for this. Laguna Blade! Yeah. Lina going to get that kill. Fishbone very, very weak, taking a lot of damage from the creeps as well as that Riptide. Here comes Jo from the back with a double damage rune, killing the Venomancer in 1 hit. In the meantime, Region on the mid lane has picked up the tier 1 tower. Lucky for Demon, the Light Striker Ray was absolutely perfect. Just, canceling off that Dismember. What more can you ask for? Plus he gets the glorious gift of life. Getting himself a Pudge kill as well, so, Lina's happy. Smoking the undead, 1 Pudge at a time. Fear on the bot lane, gonna push this tower. Not gonna get it. So Pinoy and Fishbone are both here. Fear forming a nice little wall of the illusions. Pudge hook, I believe, hit 1. Beaters might be in a little bit of trouble. Mini and Wagmama from the high ground. There's the gush, and Mini with the shock waveform in as well. But beautiful Light Strike away from Demon. Not going to be enough. Or will it? No, not going to be enough to actually get anyone. Light Strike Array did hit 2, but there's no follow-up from that. Lina not high enough level for that Dragon Slave to actually, for the Light Strike Array to really do enough damage. If she was 1 level higher, then that would have been definitely a kill. Probably not 2 kills. But anyway, as I was saying before, before I get constantly interrupted, Shadow Fiend isn't really a hard carry, especially in this game. The carry responsibility probably going to lay with Fear. But Jo Probably going to head towards some more initiation, get that team fight combo going. Static Storm, Song of the Siren, as well as Black Hole. Net onto Pinoy, and Fear has found a wild Pudge. Jo is here to help as well. Pudge, I don't know how you did it, but he committed suicide. I hate when that shit happens. It's like, okay, you're completely surrounded. Oh, speaking of completely surrounded, there's Regen on the top lane. Static Storm did get dropped for that one, but it did get them a Morphling kill, so getting a 1 free kill, and or even though it displays 2. EG finding the picks, saved the Black Hole for that one as well. That was a very important kill on the Morphling. He's been farming pretty well this entire game. Gotta make sure he doesn't get too big too fast because he's going for a straight Ethereal Blade. And no one on EG is really tanky enough to take that. Mini gonna circle around, gonna go for Malk. It's completely undefended. Let's see if Mini could land another ward trap. Malk is gonna send his conversions down. And he's going to get hooked by Pinoy right into Wagamama. Right click from an anchor. Actually from Pudge. Mini gonna drop his Serpent Wards down for Demon and try to turn around, but gets glimpsed back, trying for the Laguna Blade. Unfortunately, Serpent Wards doing too much damage too quickly. Beat is now in the trees. He's pretty screwed, I gotta say. His only escape is a hook out, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Tidehunter with the anchor smash, getting him another kill. So that score does sit 8-9 in favor of Skanes Elite. Tower count 1-2. So the Elite should have the gold advantage. Not substantial, however. The experience advantage in EG's favor simply because, you know, how the kills are being distributed, how the creeps are being farmed, stuff like that. You know, jungling from 2 people, whereas Tidehunter didn't get anything. So just those small factors, but really, the game is more or less even. Wagamama fighting Fear 1v1. This is fish cruelty. It should not be happening. In the meantime, Pinoy on the high ground looking towards Jo. Gonna line up a very good hook. Here comes Regen as well. Jo making a break for it. But I don't think there's much of an escape for this one. Gonna pop off his Requiem. But he's gonna go down regardless. Oh, what the hell? Where did those guys come from? Glimpse back is the Pudge. I did not expect support at all. Pinoy is on the run. He's gonna get taken down by the Riptide. But B-Diz and Demon just coming out of nowhere. Probably should have been paying attention a little bit more, but really punishing Skanes Elite for going for that Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend wasn't looking to survive. He was looking to stall and deal as much damage as he can. 0.75 changes, that Requiem of Souls would have wrecked. He got hit by 1.5 of them. That's painful. But regardless, Morphling as well as Pudge both have gone down to that. In exchange for Jo, I do believe EG will be happy with that, especially if they get this tower. Fishbone is here with the wards, so he'll try to prevent it as much as he can, but they're only level 2. They should be level 3. Got a point of Venomous Gale instead. Then Plague Wards for the deny. Nope. Denied by the Radiance. Fishbone. Gonna get glimpse back into, no, right outside the Connect field. Actually, still in a lot of danger. Wait for him in from Regen as Naga Siren pops off her ultimate. Is there gonna be any follow-up? Black Hole? No, they're thinking about it, but they're just gonna walk out of there. I mean, like, Naga Siren's ultimate, not the longest cooldown, so I'm sure they're okay with burning that. So not expecting any team fights. Where is this Shadow Shaman? What are you... tanking creeps? Oh no, Pinoy getting another hook onto Malk. He's going to take him down with that Dismember and Rot. Are they going to glimpse back this Pudge? No, they're going to let him walk. Malk is not having a good game against this Pudge, especially. 0-5-1, not the score you want on your Enigma. The beauty of Enigma is that it doesn't matter how much you feed because a Black Hole can change the game. That is not an excuse to feed in your Enigma games. Do not do that. But still, if he gets a, well, Hook does go through BKB, that won't help him, but yeah, BKB will still be pretty decent. He gets Blink, BKB, you know, whatever he chooses to go for, to aim for those black holes. He doesn't even need to because of the Naga Siren ultimate. But regardless, the black hole will still be very substantial, even at level 1. Skanes Elite gonna go for this Roshan with a whole bunch of wards. Look at this army of wards. There's like 9 and then another 6 or something like that. That's crazy amounts of damage. Roshan is going to go down, and I don't think EG are aware of this. They're going to send a Naga Siren illusion in, but it's going to be a little bit too late. There's nothing that they could actually do besides, you know, harass them a little bit. Roshan does go down, Morphling gets the Aegis, and Fishbone has a haste rune, so might be looking for a pick. Not going to happen. Smoke, B-Diz, and Lena. Jo apparently missed the memo. But that's okay, because he stands far enough back. They're going to hang Malk out to dry, and hopefully bait some teleports onto this top lane. And if no one comes, well, they're just going to take the tower. They're happy with that as well. Jo is going to join Malk, so this is a pretty tasty looking target for Skanes Elite. You gotta walk quite a long way though. This tower is going to take a ton of damage. Not going to be saved. Will Jo get the right click? Going to go for a BKB of his own. Teleport's coming in now. Are they going to fight this? Wagamama does have Ravage, but he gets glimpsed back. Goodbye, Tidehunter. Here comes Fishbone from the side, looking for a Gale, completely missing Mini in a horrible situation. Hooked now onto Malk once again. Poor Malk. Lina does take out that Shadowed Shaman. And Pinoy looking for more. Dark Green is also coming up. It is Regen. He's going to run straight into Jo as well as Demon. Light Striker right, is it there? No. Bdiz going to be the target instead. He doesn't have any tools to actually defend himself. But Demon instead going to go for Fishbone, bursting him down with his giant combo. Bdiz still on the run. Jo has transitioned up here as well. Going to cancel off that Requiem of Souls. There it goes. Not doing all that much damage. Regen is trapped in the Kinetic Field and Static Storm, but he's still very healthy. Waveform in. Going to look for that kill on the Disruptor. He is going to get it. Strength Morph now. Trying to stall up Jo. Hook. Going to, miss and hit the Morphling, unfortunately. A little bit of a miss hook by Pudge. Missing the kill, but it happens as Pudge. He's been on point so far, so I guess everyone's allowed a couple. That fight, EG, they did burst down a couple heroes, but and they did get the tower. They lost at least 3. Was it 3? Yeah, they lost 3. Picked up 2. Not bad from Demon. In exchange for a tower, it's not the best, but they'll take it. Beauty of EG's lineup is that skirmish seemed, relatively even, but their team fight is just so much more massive than that. And granted, Venomancer also didn't unleash his ultimate, and neither Morphling. Venomancer didn't unleash his ultimate, and neither did the Tidehunter, who got glimpsed back out of that fight. Once again, a huge advantage of picking up a Disruptor, just canceling off TPs after they've already been used. But EG's team fight wasn't there. They didn't use their spells all that effectively. Static Storm, Laguna Blade, as well as Requiem were used, but not with the setup with the Black Hole, not with any Naga Siren intervention at all. Mini gonna run straight into Bdiz, instant blink away though. Not gonna fight that. If you're continuing to get farm, what are you actually going for? 4,200 gold. Relic? Heart? Straight up heart? You could go for either and it'll be pretty good. I personally would like to see a straight up heart. No, he's gonna go for the relic. Holding that bit booster until a later stage where it will be built into a heart. Naga Siren with that Radiance is going to be pretty good for spotting off and harassing that Pudge. Blink Dagger on the Shadow Shaman will also be cancelled by that Radiance burn. And if Tidehunter decides to pick up one for himself, well, same thing. Saphira's going to look towards that constant burn damage. Shadow Fiend with the BKB will ensure, or mostly ensure, that he gets that Requiem off in a good position. But it could be cancelled off by that Pudge Dismember. Won't do any damage. The Rot and Dismember won't do any damage to that BKB, but it will still disrupt the Shadow Fiend. There's 3 heroes from Skanes Elite, but the 3 very soft heroes from them. The 4th comes in Regen, but he's not that healthy. Ward's getting dropped down, but Fear with the instant song and the siren going to pick off these wards. Malk looking for a black hole. He is going to get on Wagamam as well as Mini. No, oh my god, the giant team combo. Jo unleashing the Requiem of Souls, and everyone from Skanes Elite is dying. The only person to stay alive is the Morphling, but it's not looking good for him. Does Fear have a net? Yes, he does. Regen is completely trapped. Laguna Blade from Demon will allow them to pick up that kill. Venomancer, poison damage does get Malk, who, I guess it's the Malk award. So why not? Is he gonna go for it? If he goes for it, that'll be amazing. Oh, hook now, blind onto Bdiz. He does latch him, but Kinetic Field will prevent Pinoy's escape. Here comes Demon with the assist, glimpsing back that Pudge, but the right click will be enough to get Pudge the kill. If Disruptor kept running, he would have been fine. Pudge with another hook, gonna look towards Demon. Where's the hook? Where's the hook? Not gonna hit anyone. Beautiful hook from Pudge though. That was completely blind. Just a little bit of intuition, getting himself a free kill. But that is the combo that I was talking about. The black hole into the Requiem. Of course, the Naga Siren ultimate set all of that up. And then Static Storm, Laguna Blade, just general magical pain everywhere. So EG could pretty much wipe Skanes Elite every 180 seconds, I guess, once Enigma hits that level. Fear is going to get stalked by an invisible Pudge. And he's tanky, but he's not invulnerable. This Pudge could probably kill Naga Siren if he gets a good hook opportunity. Hook now into Rod Dismember. Here might live from this. Net onto the Pudge. Oh, but the gush from Wagamama will not allow him to run.
Sweet siren.
If
only you steered Kunkka onto the rocks.
I don't know what that, but okay, so Samo laying down the law, I guess. But Naga Siren getting picked off for free. Definitely not the situation you want to have happen. Malk pushing out the mid lane, playing a little bit dangerously. A blink in from Mini probably would have meant his death. It would have been close at least. Demon is here to support. And we have a fake Tidehunter pushing out this top lane. Jayo's actually going to look for a Manta style, so no Blink Dagger. Doesn't really need it. Demon going to get hexed up. Static Storm used for a fake. And they got to know it's a fake by now. So that's one big ultimate that's not going to be up for another minute or so. But, you know, Black Hole isn't up for another minute either, so I guess it balances out. Hook now. Ooh, inches away from the Naga Siren. She's shitting herself right now. Not happy about that. Well, I guess is happy, but, you know, very nervous. Pinoy. Oh no, Demon, what are you doing there, Demon? He's hiding in the trees. Can Light Striker himself out? Can I feel gonna trap Wagamama, but a Hex and a Ward trap onto Demon. He's gonna take a huge amount of damage. Beta is trying to mind him out, but he's gonna go down. That Lina has no chance. Fishbone getting stunned up. Hook now, not gonna latch onto anyone. Waveform in from Region, gonna shotgun down Malk. EG losing 2 there, unable to defend their tower. They're gonna look for a trade in the mid lane. Jayo is still there, and he does have a lot of damage. That tier 2 tower on the top lane does go down for EG. Fortification popped off from the Dire. The Shadow Fiend's got to get back here. Naga Siren's ult is up. The Shadow Fiend's ult is up. And there you go. Jayo gonna walk right in, pop his BKB, and get the huge Requiem of Souls. Ravage pops off, but one is already dead for Skanes Elite. Pinoy gonna get this back to prevent that teleportation. Wagamama getting right clicked down by Jayo. Dismember Rot onto Mouth, and he does get that kill. Jayo getting a whole bunch of kills with a triple in exchange for only Malk. EG's combo too strong. Song of the Siren into a perfect Requiem of Souls. Not even level 3. No Static Storm, no Black Hole, but getting 3 kills nonetheless. Ravage from Tidehunter, not enough counter initiation there. Jayo going to get initiated upon by Region. Shotgun almost going to bring him down. Bottle Charge, one more right click though, will bring Region yet another kill as Jayo gives up his life kind of carelessly. Light Strike Array and a Laguna Blade Demon picking himself up a solo kill onto Region. Lina, you do not underestimate the power of the Lina, especially when your Morphling only has like 30 strength. That's not what you want to do, man. Lina will punish you for that. But 21 for 20 is the current kill score as Naga Siren picked up a solo kill on the Venomancer. Mini and Wagamama want revenge though. Shackle onto Fear. He's probably going to go down from this one. I don't see him escaping from this. He's going to use Riptide and one more shock. Or the Venomancer from the grave with 2 Plague Wards picking up that kill. Fishbone's like, yeah, take that. Now I'm going to wait until I revive, and then maybe I could buy a Bracer. Anyway, let's take a look at the gold and experience chart. Towers, 2 up, 3 up actually. So the tower advantage is in favor of EG. 1 kill behind, so the gold advantage is not substantial. Experience, oh, on the top lane, Malk going to get knocked down once again by Pudge. Yeah, that Urn Charge will do it. Pinoy just has it out for Malk. Malk, the Enigma, is crying ethereal tears, I guess. But the golden experience advantage, not too huge at this point, so it's still a relatively even game. Bottom tier 1 tower is going to get taken down by the Tidehunter. Wards did get dropped for that one. Skanes Elite looking to tie up the golden experience advantage through taking these towers. Surprised the tier 1 managed to survive through 25 minutes of gameplay. But really, I don't think that the golden experience will play a huge role in this. Because you know what, Shadow Fiend has that level 3 Requiem of Souls. Disruptor has a level 2 Requiem of Souls. That means their team combo is there. They could pretty much kill anyone with that combo. If it lands, and it probably will because Fear's ultimate will allow that to land. Glimpse back is Pinoy. Static Storm used as well. Pudge taking a lot of damage from this, but he does have a Vanguard. Haste Rune popped from him, and now he's pissed. Hook gonna miss. Wagamama looking for a Ravage opportunity. Beat is around the trees, getting teleport out. But here comes Regen, instantly shotgunning that down that Lina. Now Malk and Fear, Mini blinking in for Fear, gonna hex him up. Malk gonna drop down a stun onto Mini, try to buy Fear some life, but another hook from Pinoy is traps Fear onto the high ground. You're so dead, Fear. There's Malk. There's nowhere for you to go. Gush from one right click from the Morphling is gonna drop Malk one more time. 0, 11, and 8. He's going for the Malk award, guys, and he was sad about that. Oh god, this is a real if EG, I mean, like, all their kills are on the Morphling. All the deaths are on the Enigma. And they both look the same. So this is a real game for the Malk award. This could actually happen, guys. Write it down into the history books. Game 2 of Malk doing the Malk award. I guess no one else is possible. No one else is, capable of doing it. The Aegis hasn't picked up with the Morphling, so Alina combo won't kill him. Just it'll kill him once. Jo, you gotta teleport out of there, man. He's gonna go for a Manta style. So he's gonna try to be a right-click follow-up. But really, that Requiem Souls, you saw how much damage it did. Skanes Elite, they could try to go for a pipe. Tidehunter's slowly working towards that. It's gonna be a long ways off, though. So Skanes Elite, there's very much so a single target-based team. Tidehunter, as well as the Venomance, do have some team fight. But against EG's team fight, yeah, not a chance in hell. So if EG get a good team fight, then, that's how they push down the towers, that's how they push down the Raxes. If they fail to get these team fights, though, and so far, Skanes Elite have been doing a pretty good job at actually preventing EG from getting off that giant team fight, with the exception of that top lane. Then they'll have a pretty good time. Pudge is building up a BKB, so he'll be immune to that team fight initiation. EG gonna look like they're gonna sack this tier 2 tower. Wards get dropped down for this one, so Skanes Elite probably cannot push the tier 3s. They're satisfied with the tier 2. It will give them the tower advantage, as they still do have two tier 2s of their own. Wow. Try saying that, 5 times quickly. If you're on the top lane, you're gonna find a fake Morphling, kill it instantly. Force Skanes heroes. Is there smoke? There's no smoke. Is there smoke? No, there's no smoke.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So far, 21 to 25. Both teams pushing out the lanes as much as they can, getting as much equilibrium onto their side. EG, what they really want to do is get those big team fights going. Maybe wait for the BKB on Malk. I mean, it's not really that much of a threat. And if he gets his BKB, then he's pretty much out of the running for the Malk award. So he probably doesn't want to do that. Pudge did go for that BKB, so he could rot with absolute impunity. Like, it's not generally something that you would think about, just like, oh, get BKB to prevent rot, but popping off that BKB will prevent him from being slept. Of course, we'll block all the Requiem of Soul damage. Black Hole will still get the pull effect, so he won't be able to actually do anything. But he probably will have the rot on with that BKB, and Enigma probably will be close enough to take that rot damage anyway. So pretty solid item pickup from Pudge. Very, very tanky at this point. 15 extra strength from that flesh heap. Actually, no, it's 27 extra strength. It's 15 kill involvements and a suicide. I don't know. I don't understand that number. Just say the extra strength number. Jo with the haste rune is going to run straight into Mini. He does have a blink dagger though. Let's see if he can get out of this. There's the presence of the Dark Lord aura. He's going to Shadow Fiend's invisible. And Mini's getting his blink dagger canceled by radiance and taking a ton of damage to boot. Mini getting dropped all the way down to 400, 500 health, forcing the mech out from Wagamama, who now has the pipe. So the Tidehunter does get that pipe out before they actually get Song of the Siren. Well, that'll be Skanes Elite's chance to actually fight back in a team fight. Of course, they might not even have to. Morphling with the Lincoln Sphere will block a Laguna Blade if it needs to. Will most likely be blocking a Malefice stun, though. Or a Thunderstrike or Glimpse, something like that. Jo can run straight into a whole mess of enemy heroes, and Pinoy's looking for the hook. He's looking for it. He's not going to find it. You now see a whole bunch of the Elite moving towards the mid lane, looking towards the last tier 2 tower. Fear is farming all over the map, though. How much money does he have? Can't click on the illusions. He has a Heart of Tarask. He's pretty wealthy, but he does not have buyback. But really, EGs, they're not a continuous damage team. They're a one-trick pony. They get that team fight, they demolish you, and then they leave. Tier 2 tower is going to be sacked by EG. Maybe get a deny. No teleportation coming in, but hook onto B-Diz. Pinoy is there, but the instant song of the siren from Fear. Everyone's very dispersed though. Malk looking for a black hole, not going to find it. Instead, going to focus for Pudge. Ravage going to go off, hit on 2. Fear. Oh, there goes the Requiem of Souls. Not doing the most, but Shadow Shaman instantly get burst down. Black hole now onto 2. Wagmama and Pimoy trapped, but Fear with very low HP is unable to do the damage. Malk does get dropped. Fear going to save himself as well. Wagmama is on the run from Jayo. Here comes Regen, instantly killing that Disruptor, and Demon is in a lot of trouble as well. Going to try to teleport out of this, but the wards will finish him off. What? Venomancer again with the Plague Wards? Really? That's insane. But EG unable to get their team fight together because Skanes' Elit positioning just way too good. Morphling wasn't even in that area. He just swooped in and, cleaned house. All the ultimates were used there. But the positioning from Skanes' Elit is simply too strong. So, I guess that's one way to counter a huge team fight team. Probably would have been better if EG just sacked that tier 2 tower because your team fight could come together in this area. In this area, there's a lot more options. You had Pudge over here, you had Regen coming from this area, you had people over here and over here. So it's a lot harder to actually hit several people with the black hole, hit several people with that Requiem of Souls. So EG, they didn't take that fight by any means, but they're still not out of it because their team fight is still there. They just need better positioning. That means catching Skanes' Elit off guard with a Song of the Siren when they're clumped up. Whether or not that'll happen, I have no idea. But Malk is on his way to the Malk Award. I don't know if he's actually going to get it. What a prestigious award. Only been awarded once ever. I mean, Tier 3 push. Skanes' Elit looking to breach the high ground. They know that EG's team fight is not together. Song of the Siren is there. Static Storm is there as well. And the Requiem of Souls. So that's enough for EG to completely wipe the floor with Skanes' Elit. Naga Siren gonna visit them. Do a little bit of Radiance Burn, but not a big deal. Naga Siren's very tanky, but she's not invulnerable. Everyone from Skanes' Elit clumping up. There goes the pipe as well as the wards. Hook now, gonna catch B-Diz. You need to lay down that Static Storm, but no, the Song of the Siren is out. Jayo is gonna clear off those wards. Look towards an engagement. No, they're just gonna fall back. They're gonna sack this tier 3 tower. They gotta defend this. We're going to take a huge amount of damage. Shotgunning down B-Diz, but the raise is there. No, hook back onto Jayo. Instantly pops his BKB. Is he going to pop out the Requiem of Souls? Yes, he is. Not do any more damage though, because Mini and Pinoy both have BKBs up. Magmama does have a pipe as well. Jayo unleashing his souls a little bit too early. Fear gonna get caught into a little bit of bad position, shackled up. There's no saving Fear at this point. Oh, is there? No. Hook is gonna hit Malk of all people. Pinoy, without Dismember though, might not get this kill. He does have a lot of rot damage, and he is gonna get that kill in exchange for his own life. Morphling has not done that yet though. Regen so far at this point, getting himself a double kill. Shotgunning Demon, no, not quite. Mini with theirs with the shock though. Jayo gonna try to kill the Shadow Shaman, but he is hexed up and is unable to do the job. Tier 3 tower does still survive, but the only one to survive for EG is Jayo. If he gets hooked, he's not going to get hooked because Pudge is dead. But he's still got to be careful because of that shotgun. So send out the raises, but that pipe absorbing a lot of damage. The melee Rax is going to go down. No stopping this. Range Rax soon to follow. And this Morphling simply way too big. Static Storm as well as Kinetic Field going to trap Fishbone in, doing a lot of damage. But the Disruptor instantly going down. Shotgun now from the Morphling. He doesn't have that waveform, so he's unable to finish the deal. Strength Morph going to keep himself alive while he dives the tier 4 towers for just a little bit. But EG unable to get their team fight together. Skanes' Elit have taken a commanding lead at this point, 35 to 25, with the mid-Raxes down. You can see the experience earned really tells the story there. Gold earned, same thing, but not as much. It's kind of a boring story. The gold graph, that is. EG are down, but they're not out. Oh, Jayo gonna get shotgunned by Regen, forcing out that BKB charge. It's down to 5 seconds, so it's not a huge deal. The Morphling just testing the waters. And yes, that was a water pun. Unintentional and pretty crappy, but he's made of water, so I will go with the flow. Yes, yeah, I know, right? Okay, I'll stop now. The Morphling is going to fall back go for a match style of his own. He already has that Yasha. And then I have Scotty. I like seeing I have Scotties. Gotta be honest, guys. I'm kind of pulling for EG to recover from this just because they have a Shadow Fiend pick, and I really want to see Shadow Fiend do well. And he has been doing well, but it doesn't really matter if you lose the game. Fury's gonna run into Pinoy. He's gonna have an illusion get hooked. That was the luckiest illusion cast in the world. He had no vision of that. It was just a random ass, random ass mirror illusion cast. Try to clear off these ancients a little bit faster. Naga Siren. I don't feel like she's really fulfilling her job as the carry. Like, that Radiance damage burn is great and everything, but it doesn't really do all that much. This is why I don't like the Radiance build on Naga. You get a lot of farm by doing it, but if you can't actually do the damage, then, well, I mean, you're not that effective. Granted, she's only really needed for that ultimate, but, I mean, if you wanted her just for the ultimate, then play Naga Siren as a support, right? So Sean is going to go down a third time. Morphling picking up that Aegis, and Cheese on the Tidehunter, and the Shadow Blade on the Tidehunter. What the hell am I watching? This Tidehunter is stacked. I don't know how he got the money, but he has 104 creep kills. He's only sitting in the middle of the gold chart, though, so everyone else is a little bit more. This Tidehunter will get initiation with that Shadow Blade. An initiation that EG won't expect. Don't think they will actually have True Sight in this area. Yeah, they do have True Sight, actually, so Tidehunter got to watch out there. That Tidehunter is very, very quick. That's what I'll say about him. For a big guy, he moves very quickly. Naga Siren's going to go for that Diffusal Blade, so finally get a little bit more of help for his illusions. Like, his illusions have that Radiance burn, great, but it's not going to really do the damage needed, especially with that pipe up and all the durability on the enemy team. Push on the bottom lane, Skanes Elite looking towards another set of racks. EG, though, they have their ultimate combo up. Will it land correctly this time? As I said before, EG took that fight really poorly, but they're not out of it yet. If they get a good initiation here, then it could all be over. There's a Song of the Siren. Where is the Black Hole from Malk? Where is it? Midnight Pulse, Black Hole, perfect Black Hole, and Jo unleashing the Requiem of Souls. Two instantly go down. Wagamama is unable to get his Ravage off. Pino is going to pop off his BKB, but it is all over for Skanes Elite. They're all going to go down. There's the Cheese onto the Pudge. He's going to go down. Morphling, where did Morphling go? He's still alive in here. Going to go for B-Diz. Fear is without net, but Region just standing his ground. There goes his Aegis. I don't know how he survived that. But Jo and Fear are both here. Where is the net? They're going to need it right now. Yes. No. Blocked by the Lincoln Sphere. Actually, Jo trying to kill the Morphling, but he's going to get Adapter struck down. Everyone from Fear is falling simply to this Morphling. Even after that perfect initiation, Region's like, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to kill you all. And he's going to take down the Tier 3 towers, forcing out the fortification all by himself. Teleports coming in from Fear. This is a water duel, guys. Mantis style being popped up from Fear, but Fear says, I have better illusions. And he's going to get the net off onto the Morphling. Once again, blocked off by the Lincoln Sphere, but the Diffusal Blade is now up. Region's going to get right-clicked down by Fear, popping off the Ethereal Blade by shotgunning one of the creeps, Strength Morph as well, but there goes the Riptide, ending the godlike streak, the holy shit streak, actually, onto Region. Fear with that Diffusal Blade already making it worth its while. But wow, I don't know how the hell Morphling survived. I don't even know if he was in that fight, actually. That might have been the case, but EG's that's the power of their team fight, instantly dropping Mini as well as Fishbone. And then the Tidehunter still caught within that Static Storm, didn't stand a chance. Pudge at the Black King bar, was a little bit more durable. Wasn't durable enough. That push was ultimately defended by EG. But you know what, this Morphling is such a huge problem. Level 25 at this point. You could duel down Jo. That's certainly not a situation that you want to have, but it's a situation that EG's in. Malk, 0-14-14. Oh, please let EG win. I want to give Malk his award. I really do. I mean, like, I don't really care if they actually win this tournament or anything. If they win this King of the Hill round, I just want them to win this game. Like, yeah, drop all the other games. I don't care. Just win this one, EG. Come on. This award is, getting dusty. It needs to go to someone, eventually. It's not looking good for them, though. 30-39. And when is the Black Hole up? Another 50 seconds before that happens. The Golden Experience, hugely in favor of Skanes Elite, and they're not done. They're just going to keep pushing down in the spot lane because they know that EG's power comes in short bursts that are few and far between. Black Hole, 30 seconds off from cooldown. If they could stall for 30 seconds, then they might have a chance at this if they get a complete team wipe for Skanes Elite. Illusions to the front line, get a thin now. Fear gonna get hooked. Dismember is gonna get cancelled by the Song of the Siren. Jo does have his ultimate. Malk just gonna drop down that Midnight Pulse. They don't want to go for this. They're gonna go for Regen actually. Static Storm onto him. He's taking a huge amount of damage. Strength Dwarf will not be enough through that Laguna Blade. Nog Siren picks up that kill. Jo popping off his BKB. No Requiem of Souls quite yet. Wagamama throwing out his Ravage, hitting 2, but he's not going to be enough. Fear is going to go down from this. Does he have buyback? Yes, he does. He's right back into this fight. Melee Raxes are still up. Fear is going to teleport right in. Going to look towards anyone. The only person he could realistically get is that Pudge Force Staff. No one actually has Force Staff. Pudge is on the run. Diffusal Blade from long range, though. Fear is going to get dismembered, but the Kinetic Field is going to go up, holding out Pinoy as well as Fishbone. Fishbone is going to go down to Fear. Black Hole onto Wagamama as well as Pudge. They're all going to go down. The only one to survive that was Mini, and he is going to get away. Glimpse, no sight for that. So EG taking a very Kinetic Field randomly. Okay. EG taking a solid fight, focusing on the Morphling. It's really what you gotta do, guys, in this situation. Bring down that Morphling. Until Morphling gets his BKB, well, he's very vulnerable to that Laguna Blade. He has so much agility. EG taking a very good fight, using all of their team fight spells, not really in the order that you would expect. But hey, a partial team wipe or like a majority team wipe is a majority team fight. Majority team wipe is a majority team wipe. That's what I'm gonna stick with. It's my final answer, Alex. Regis. You don't say that in Jeopardy. That makes no sense. Anyway, Shadow Fiend's gonna go for Daedalus. Spent all his gold. Does he have buyback on cooldown? No, he's gonna go for broke. He's gonna go all in. Guess that kind of makes a little bit of sense because he knows that if they can't kill off Skanes Elite within the duration of those big ultimates, you know, the Black Hole, the Song of the Siren, Static Storm, all that stuff, well then the Morphling is just going to kill all of them. So you got to get everything up front. Like buybacks will help a little bit, but ultimately they won't be enough. 34 to 40, EG kind of pulling it back. The gold earned, not as much. Experience earned, only like 4,000 in favor of Skanes Elite, which sounds like a lot, but really at this point in the game isn't substantial at all. Here's going to keep pushing out this creep wave. Act tasty. If anyone from Skanes Elite come, they could do pretty well. Because really, EG, they have to be the ones initiating. With that Song of the Siren. Malk, without that Black Hole, used it to get 2 kills before. Looks like Skanes Elite are like, okay, you guys could push mid lane, go ahead, we're happy. We're just going to get the bot lane and then take 2 sets of Raxes. I gotta say, if that happens, EG, they're out of this game. They cannot really hold at that point. So they gotta hold these Raxes. Come on, Shadow Fiend. I want to see miraculous Shadow Fiends later on. Black Hole, once again, 40 seconds off of cooldown. Could they pick off the Morphling one last time? Will they even need this Black Hole? Region got to be a little bit more careful than last time. You can bet your ass that he will be more careful. Song of the Siren, where is it? Oh, there's a hook. Dismember, not going to latch once again. Fear, I already saw this episode. I know how it ends. There goes a Kinetic Field as well as a Static Storm. And what? Are you serious? Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. This Midnight Pulse is going to do a ton of damage. Because this fight is going to, definitely be within this area. It's not something that you actually think about, but Midnight Pulse, if you stick in it, the damage stacks up. It's huge, huge damage. Region is trapped within a kinetic field, right next to a Shadow Fiend who's prepping his ultimate, and he is unable to waveform out because of that Static Storm. This is actually a really cool pause. I like this timing. It's an unfortunate drop from EG, though. Okay. So here's what's going to happen, guys. This is what's going to happen. Shadow Fiend's going to pop his BKB, get that Requiem of Souls right onto the Morphling. And if that is enough, if the Laguna Blade combo from Lina is enough, then EG are going to win this fight, like hands down. If it's not enough, though, well, then they're just going to lose the game. Mini, that was kind of weird. Yeah, it looks like that's a bug. That's really weird. You guys are seeing that, right? So right now it's all about Region. If they could kill him, then they win this fight. If they can't kill him, then they lose the game. Because as you can see, the melee rack's already very weak. And conveniently for EG, Pudge is being the one initiating for them. Like hooking in that Naga Siren, failing to get the Dismember off, perfect song of the Siren, catching a whole mess of people. Shadow Fiend is now in this game. The hero in question is Morphling. Look at this guy, he's sleeping. He has no idea what's about to hit him. He's going to wake up and he's going to be dead. Oh, Shadow Fiend, you're killing me, man. I'd rather not do this because I don't want to miss anything. Let's just speed through this just a little bit. Come on, come on. No. Oh, god damn it, Jo. Fix your computer. Well, anyway, guys, this has been Game 1, EG versus Skanes Elite, from the Absolute Arena King of the Hill. It's a series that's kind of gone forgotten for a little bit because of TI2. And now it's back, and, well, more games to cast is, well, right now it's a bad thing because I have too many. But you know what? It's a different tournament, different change of pace. Even though, well, it's kind of the same heroes, same teams being playing. I don't know. Oh, the suspense is killing me. But I will be getting all of these games out. This is a best of 5, and as of this recording, one game from this is, being played as we speak. So I do not know how many games there are. I know there's at least one. And it's been a pretty good game, especially if EG win. Oh, please let EG win. I want to give Malk his award. 0-14-16. That's Malk award status. Like, I don't even care if anyone disagrees. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to snatch it off the podium, shove it into his hands, and he's going to have to deal with it. This is literally the worst time to have a disconnect. Okay, let's speed this up just a little bit. Come on, Jo. Yeah. Oh, come on, Jo, you're killing me. Come on. Come on. Wow, how long is this gonna take? Look at Pudge. His mouth's just going, oh. Are you gonna play? No? Did I pause it? No, the game is still going. Are we back? Hello? There we go. In 3 seconds, this team fight is going to erupt. 3, 2, 1. Will Region survive? Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Wagamama? Oh my god. It was even Pudge that started it. Oh my god. They're just like, oh, we have to discuss strategy for just a little bit more. Where's the Song of the Siren? Where's the Requiem of Souls? Song of the... Oh, go, wait. Are we going? 2, 1. There we go. Song of the Siren gets shoved to Jo. Gonna pop off the BKB. Region is gone down. This could be EG's fight. Ravage gonna hit all of them, however. Malk popping off his BKB. And there goes the Shadow Shaman. Wagamama and Pinoy are trying to get out of here. That net does go through that BKB. Is there enough damage? Light Strike away will do the job. And Region has gone down. Malk gonna look for Wagamama. Stun onto him. Stun onto the Tidehunter as well. That's 4 down. A triple kill for Jo. This is EG's time to strike. Push down that mid lane. Try to get a set of racks. Because they do have a whole minute before that Morphling. Oh, yeah, he doesn't even have buyback gold. They do have a whole minute to push while that Morphling is down. Does anyone else from Skanes Elite have buyback gold? The buyback is not up for Pudge. Just 100 gold off that. Not up for Tidehunter. Is up for the Shadow Shaman. Yes, is up for the Shadow Shaman. But what is he going to do against this push? EG, they've got to take a rack right now and equalize this fight. 38-40 is the score so far, but really the score does not matter. It's all about the positioning. Black Hole still saved. Requiem of Souls up in 45 seconds. Static Storm up by the time anyone from Skanes Elite is going to be up, and Laguna Blade is still up. This is EG taking a set of racks. Mantis Style from Jo going to pop off, demolish this tower. No fortification to stall them up. The Raxes are going to go down. There's no way for Skanes Elite to solve this problem at all. Fear is going to already make it turn his Radiance off. What the hell? Is he going to make a head start into the bottom lane? Going to take those Raxes as well. They do have 20 seconds. They could take 2 sets of Raxes. They cannot take the third because the tier 2 tower in the top lane is still alive. But 2 sets of Raxes will be absolutely huge for EG. This will force Skanes Elite into one final death push. And, well, we saw how effective their death pushes were before. It did not work. Right now, it's time for EG to not split up. That's a bad idea, but looks like they're not going to be punished for it. They took 2 Raxes, and now the game, as you can see, is approaching no gold advantage. Only a 6,000-7,000 experience advantage. They're going to go gank. Definitely not something Skanes Elite will expect. So on the side, we're going to set up for Mini as well as the Pudge. If they could kill either one of these two, it will be huge. Both popping off the BKBs. Pudge taking a huge amount of damage. Wogmon without Ravage is going to get glimpsed back. But here comes Regen, the real damage dealer. Jo is going to get bursted down immediately. Black hole from Melk, but Regen is not taking any damage from this. Is he going to get ward trapped? No, he's not. Melk is taking a huge amount of damage. He's going to lay down Midnight Pulse before he goes down. Light Sugar Ray onto Regen. In the meantime, the Morphling Illusions chasing down Fear as well as B-Diz. So Regen, once again, being the one who's doing the damage, he's saying, you know, we don't even need Raxes. We're just going to go ahead and kill all of you. Roshan is up if Skanes Elite want to take this, but again, they're on a timer because their income has been severely cut. Shadow Fiend with enough gold to buy back into the game, but the big thing is that Black Hole is not up, but, you know, really, they don't need Black Hole because as they've already displayed that they can do just fine without it. Oh no, Fear, you don't want to get caught off here, not now. I don't know why he turned off his Radiance. That seems kind of weird to me. Because, you know, these illusions are now pretty bad. I guess he just didn't want to give it to Regen, but it's really not that influential. Oh no, Fear getting hexed. If Fear goes down, he will not have buyback. Song of the Siren, though, catching 3. Will it be enough time for Jo to get into position for that Requiem of Souls? He's gonna not get it. Ravage off from Wagamama. Huge mistake from EG. There goes the Disruptor Demon trying to kill Regen in the back end of play. But there goes another as well. Jo has gone down. Regen is just on a killing spree right now. Fear popping off an army of illusions, but it will not be enough. I don't think he is slow to a crawl. And everyone from Skanes Elite is chasing him hexed up. And he's gonna take a fall. No buyback from the Naga Siren. This is Skanes Elite saying, we don't care about our Raxes. We're gonna kill Roshan. And we're just gonna push right in. Malk is alive, Lina is alive, but really, what are they going to do? There's no buyback on the Shadow Fiend, there's no buyback on the Naga Siren. Pudge is going to hold the fort in the base while his team pushes in, and it's not looking good for EG. They did take the double racks, but they really jumped the gun there. Shadow Fiend did not get his Requiem of Souls off. You know, there was not enough support. Shadow Fiend was dropping his teleportation scroll or something. Yeah, it's still there. I don't know if he was looking for a Roshan steal. But even now, if they do get that perfect initiation, which doesn't look like will actually happen, he doesn't have the souls to provide an actual good, you know, Requiem of Souls. Blink in for Mini, gonna go on to Melk, gonna drop him down one last time due to a huge adaptive strike. The tier 4 towers are going down. Skanes Elite, a razor-thin game for them, but it does not matter because a win is a win. A final hook onto B-Diz as Malk has had enough. Unfortunately, the Malk award will go unclaimed yet again. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been EG versus Skanes Elite from the Absolute Arena King of the Hill. What a fantastic game. And don't forget, this is a best of 5. So, at least 2 more games to come. Thanks for watching, guys. GG.